Oh, awesome. I think I fixed it. I hope, anyway. If you're in, let me know you're in. Say hi. Oh, some of you are in already. Hi Georgia, hi Eileen. Hi other Georgia, hi Natalie. Hi other Georgia, hi Natalie. Hi Bev. Hi Madeline. Hi Scrappy Kaz. Apologies ladies, I'm not too sure what's going on with YouTube at the moment, but it's causing me massive issues. For some reason, I'm going to try and schedule a video. I just keep getting. I'm going to try and schedule a video. I just keep getting error. I've tried to have a look online to see what the issue is, but I can't seem to resolve it. And then when I try and pick up my scheduled video, it's it. And then when I try and pick up my scheduled video, it says error. So apologies. Hi Maggie's mum. So I'm going to pick up where I left off from yesterday. So we got up to day 13, but I think it sort of cut out when I was explaining my photos. So I'm just going to reset this back up here. So yeah, it worked out perfectly actually for day 13 because I went out with some work colleagues and we went to Costa and we went and had one of their winter hot chocolates. I had the hazelnut praline one, which is, I would highly recommend it. It's amazing. And then also I had the pigs in blankets mac and cheese, and it was immense. So I grabbed a photograph of my lunch for the day and my Costa cup. I have done it before where I've put the Costa cup in my album, but this time I don't think I'm going to do that because it does add quite a lot of bulk to the album, and because I'm going all the way up to the end of December in this project, I need to sort of keep things down to a minimum. So I don't think I'm going to do anything with the photographs. All I'm going to do is pop them into the pockets, but what I am going to do is I'm going to add my story on to this card here, which I've already pre-done. If you've watched the DIY filler card video from previously, I'm just going to trim this down a little bit because the pockets are slightly small. Some of the pockets are slightly smaller than a 3x4. Apologies if you can hear it, a load of noise. I'm just moving my bin out the way. So I'm just going to pop that in the pocket if it wants to go in. What's everyone been up to today? Anything exciting? Oh, it doesn't surprise me, Georgia. It really doesn't surprise me. Is it all up and working now? I think you'd have to be my IT technician for these live videos. I have no idea what's going on. I had no issue with the lives last week, and then for some reason this week they've been horrendous. So if you only caught half the conversation, went with some work colleagues to Costa, had a hot chocolate in, oh come on, had a hot chocolate in Costa, the hazelnut praline one, and then I also had the pigs and blankets in mac and cheese, which was so good. Right, I need to squeeze this out of the pocket for me to be able to get my journaling on the back. Because I put this chipboard frame in there, it's quite tight getting it in and out, so I'm just going to use this card to write my journaling. If I can find my journaling pens, I probably can't. 0.8 is probably too thick and 0.1 is probably too thin. So I might just use this one actually. Here we go. Everything's working now. Good. You're scrapping with the past and now the new quirky kit. Yeah, mine arrived on Friday. I haven't had a chance to get it out yet, but I'm sure I will. Work and eating a share-sized bag of Doritos. Busy day. We need to eat that bag of Doritos to keep your energy up, right, Georgia? Okay, so I'm just going to add my journaling onto this card here. I am going to add my journaling because it's my my handwritten journaling, so I'll be with you in a second. And the pen's running out. Oh, it's just so typical that would happen. Oh, just talk amongst yourselves. Now I need to find a similar size nib. Let's see if we can get a bit of scrap. Starting the top of Heroes after dinner. Oh, that's going as well. I think I need to go through my pens. Where's that not print one? This is why I type my journaling. Okay, there we go. So that's my journaling added on. So just a really simple story. Today we ventured out as a team to the local Costa in Tame. I had the most amazing hazelnut praline hot chocolate, and those pigs in blankets were lush. So I'm just going to try and squeeze this back in now, because I squeezed it out in the first place. Oh no, I've just ripped my sticker. This is what happens when you don't take care. You end up destroying everything else. Oh, come on. It's stuck to something else. It's alright. I'll just do a bit of a repair job. What I might do is try and get this in the pocket first, and then I'll slide this in the back. It's because there's a chipboard piece on the other side, and then a big chipboard piece this side as well. You can't seem to find your mojo, Georgia. Festive photos I think will definitely help. Oh, you had an injection, Eileen. I hate injections. I don't know if you ever noticed, but I do suffer with like swollen knuckles, and they don't know what's wrong with my knuckles. Sometimes it's really painful if I knock them. That's not fun. So I think I'm going to leave day 13 at this. So I've got my photos, my number card was already done, and I just added on my story there. So I'm going to pop that in the album. On to day 14, and day 14 was one of these little 2x2s, and again most of this is already pre-done for me because I did it in advance. And so I've got my little shaker pocket, but I've got spaces for photos. Now yeah, it was James's work's Christmas party, and I didn't really get many sort of photos of the Christmas party. We just spent most of the evening doing stupid Snapchat photos. So I printed them all on in 2x2, and so I could get 6 photos on a 4x6 page. But I'm not too sure on how many I'm actually going to make it in to the album. They did have a professional photographer there as well, and there's another photograph that I might add in. But it's super annoying because he took all of the photographs in landscape mode, and obviously with a 6x8 album they need to be portrait. So I was going to print one in put it in a bigger pocket, but I need to have a think about how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to cut down my little 2x2 photos. Oh, thanks Georgia. You had a Grinch mint hot chocolate at IHOP. Oh my goodness me. Oh, what? That's amazing. Oh, I'm so jealous. I love IHOP as well. James, IHOP are doing a Grinch mint hot chocolate. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Should we fly over? Yeah? Do you want to have a look at flights then? IHOP a coffee shop. Yes, it's International House of Pancakes. So you can get pancakes. The breakfast there is amazing. Love the breakfast at IHOP. It's always one of our go-to places when we go over to America. We've been a fair few times now, and we always go to an IHOP when we go over. So, what did you say, Georgia? What page style is the 16th? The 16th is a 2 3x. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, 2 3x4s and a 4x6. So, do you mean the 15th? The 15th's the back. Okay, so I'm going to go with that photograph there. This photograph here, I'm just cutting them down so you can actually see the pattern paper behind as well. And I'm going to go with this one here because it's funny. And I can. Last night's hysterical photos. So, last night I phoned Georgia and I was having a bit of a moan about the whole YouTube situation. And then we discovered that you can do the Snapchat selfies with the filters. You can actually do it on Facebook Messenger as well now. So we were having great fun with that last night. Oh, this was funny. So I don't know if I've showed you these pictures, but I got a little bit bored at James's work Christmas party, and the security guard that was sat downstairs was just not really interested, and he was just playing on his phone. So I leant over the balcony and sort of whistled at him, and he looked up, and I just grabbed a little Snapchat of him as well, which I thought was, I mean, you have to make your own entertainment at these sort of things, so I had to do what I had to do. So I think I might put this down. Here's a picture of my glass. Nothing too exciting. But I do want them just slightly smaller than the actual paper behind them. And I don't know if I want to include the little Snapchat. I might put that in my traveller's notebook. As I said, I'm doing a traveller's notebook alongside this, and my traveller's notebook seems to have grown legs because I can't actually find it at this very minute. I don't know where it's disappeared to. It's here somewhere, but I can't find it. So I'm going to put that to one side, and I'll probably add that into my traveller's notebook. And then trying to get photographs of a couple of James's friends as well. They were looking in our general direction, so I Snapchatted them also. As I said, making my own entertainment on that night. Yeah, my traveller's notebook's gone on its travels. I literally have no idea where it is, because it should be in my album, but I know I last worked on the traveller's notebook page, so I don't actually know where I put the album. I'm not too worried because it's got to be here somewhere. I just can't think of where I would have put it. Where are you? Where have you gone? You can see my big head in the way. It's because I'm leaning down to look for my traveller's notebook. But really doesn't appear to be where it should be. So I'll have a look after the video to see if I can find it. It can't be that far. I think that was... I was only working on it the other day, so... Probably it's somewhere so safe that I can't even find it. Yeah, I don't know. Answers on a postcard if anyone knows what my traveller's notebook is. I don't know. Okay, so I'm probably going to go with these photos. What I'm probably going to do as well is, because I don't really have anywhere to put a title, so I'm probably going to add in a little 3x8 sleeve. It's one of my go-to things to do this year. And I'm going to add my journaling into this sleeve, but I'm also going to see the photograph that we've had sent over, if I can do anything with this to include it. So I'm going to come back to that, but for the minute I'm going to get these stuck down in these little pockets. You can't fit your photos on one page, well, just make them a bit smaller. Find my tape. Ah, here's my thinner tape. I was looking for this the other day. Whoa. Does anybody know where my traveller's notebook is? Now I'm starting to worry where I've put it. And I tidied my desk up earlier and I still can't find it. It wasn't on my desk. Okay. Oops. Oops. So I'm just going to pop these on the little 2x2 bits that I've already popped in the album, or in the little pockets already. Can you believe it? It's a week until Christmas Eve. A week. I'm not sure where this month is going so quickly. Is everyone all set and ready? It just doesn't want to work. Oh, sorry, can't help you there, Georgia. You're on your own. What I'm probably going to do tonight is sit and type my journaling up so I can get it all added in. And then it will definitely feel like my album's up to date. As I said, I'm doing these videos. I'm keeping the days undone, not even started, because I want to go through every day that I do to show the process that I go through, my thought process. Okay, just pop this one down as well. It's got to be the most boring thing to watch. But seriously, if anybody does know where my traveller's notebook's gone, I have no idea where I put it. Oh, come on. Oops. Careful with this one. Okay, so I'm going to pop that back in. So if you didn't see the this on the previous one of the previous videos where I was making these doing my foundation pages, to get the number to sit in there without it moving around, I've just cut down another page protector to 2x2 and stuck it on that, so it looks like it's floating in there, but it does mean it's not actually going to come unstuck and actually be knocked or moved around. You could try and just stick it to the back of the page protector, but it's a lot more secure and it's so much easier just trying to get it in and out of there. So as I said, I'm going to add in this extra 3x8 sleeve. I'm going to put the what I might do is I might move the 14 onto here. Actually, I know I've got it on there, but I might put the 14 on here. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. That's going to free up that pocket for potentially another photo. So I could use the one with the security guard. Actually, I could include that, because then at least I could tell the story in here rather than adding that into my album. So again, this is all down to showing you that things can be moved. They don't have to be static where you've put them originally. So, oh, I want to put this somewhere in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to get my 6x8 album. There's not a great deal of this left actually. This is hardly anything left in here now. So I'm just trying to have a look. Maybe the red dotty one. I'm not a massive fan of green, but I'll go with it if I have to. I'll choose the red dotty one actually. And then you do have to be careful with these sleeves because they're not true 3x8 size either. I'm so boring. Why? Why am I boring, Georgia? Anyway. So, this measures at just over 3 inches. And it measures at just under 3 1/4. So, I'm going to cut it just over 3 inches. Oh, it's going to be too short, isn't it, to go in here? Oh, do you know what? It's near enough. I'm not messing around. Yeah, it's the only problem with the pockets. They tend to either be slightly too big, and if you're using the 6x8, you have the same problem as well if you're using a 6x8 pad, in that the paper's not always long enough. So they make them ever so slightly bigger. Just cut this a little bit too big. Oh, I hate that. Trim the edge. Oh, okay. I didn't pick up on your humour there, Georgia. When you try and cut a really thin bit down the edge, and then it just all frays. So annoying. Oh, you've made handmade ones, Georgia. Some photo albums, some photo frames, cards, gift boxes, notebooks. What a great idea. I've done like photo frames before. Scarves, I've done that before as well. But I haven't done anything scrappy in the last year as presents anyway. Oops. Come on. So I'm just using the dots on the paper to help me line up the numbers. Okay, and I think I'm going to leave 14 like that, and then I'll have the journaling on the back, and I'll probably just print that on white printer paper, and then that will just be backed onto there. Do I want to add? I might actually add something else onto here. Where's my wood buttons? Or a chipboard? Oh, washing table over the floor. My wood buttons seem to have done a runner. Oh, goodness me. Couple stickers on the floor. Oh, I know where the wood buttons are. They're in there. So which ones do I have left? Oops. These ones. These are great to use on the outside of pockets. No, it's not using those. Oh, I quite like this little wreath one. That's what I got. Oh, camera. I'll peel that off. Put a little camera one on. I'm not digging the camera one. Oh, a little wreath one. Yeah, perhaps that. Some wood buttons come with like a piece of adhesive foam on the back, and they are super annoying because they're so thick and they really just bulk. They will just bulk your album out. So These ones are great because they've just got a flat adhesive on the back. So I'm going to leave it like that. I might have to add some extra adhesive onto that 14 if it's not going to stay. And as I said, I'm going to have my journaling on the back. The only thing I've got to do is just cut down another bit of paper to go in this 2x2. A little tip is I always keep a bag of all of my offcuts, so I can just grab the bag out and just find a small piece of pattern paper rather than cutting into another sheet. I can get to my other scraps as well. Have I got this one anywhere? No. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down as well. Your friend is growing plants and flowers for people. Ah, that's a good idea as well. Whoa. Okie doke. Right, that's that done. Get rid of that bit now. And go back in the scraps bag. And then we'll pop this photo. Oh yeah, I needed to cut this one down as well. So let's have a rundown of where everyone's at then. What days are you up to? See what days everyone's got going on. Oh, dog hair, we don't want that. I know what you mean, Georgia. So sometimes I think, oh, I'll have to buy something else to go with my homemade gift. Even though my homemade gift might be just as expensive and taken me God knows how many hours, I'd still feel like I'd have to buy them something just in case I didn't like the homemade gift, right? I've done it a couple of times now, like making hampers. That's quite a cool gift. Okay, so I've now got my photographs in for day 14, and as I said, I've left myself some journaling space right there. So I'm going to flip it over. So day 15, what did I do on day 15? Oh, I had my nephews over for the weekend or Saturday night. And seriously, where is my traveller's notebook? I hope I haven't accidentally dropped it in the bin and then emptied it out. I wouldn't have been that stupid, surely. Don't answer that. I'm going to have a serious look for it. So day 15, I've got the back of day 14 for my little 2x2s. So I've already prepped that by printing the photos on a 4x6. And, oh, where did you say? Day 9 for Madeline. That's not bad. Where's everyone else at? Did they sleep in the Harry Potter room? Yeah, one of them did, and the other one slept in the other room. Can't put them in together. I did already put this glassine bag in. I completely forgot to get them to write on these tags. So I'll be seeing them next weekend. So I'm going to ask them to write something on the tag that they enjoyed about the weekend. So I'm going to have to come back and do that. But in addition to that, because I knew that I was going to have quite a few photos, I left myself another page protector. So I had a 4x6, so I went through my photos, and we have this photograph here of playing Monopoly, and then we also did a gingerbread house. So I've got those photographs. So I'm going to start with the little 2x2s, and then we're going to get those bits done first. So again, nice and simple. Day 14 for you, Georgia. That's not bad going. I hope you're doing the other days this evening. What is the date today? The 17th, isn't it? I need to print off my photos for, oh, I hate when it does that. I need to print off my photos for 16, no, yeah, 16 and 17. No, I've got my photo for 16 actually, but I think I'm going to add in another one. Okay. I can't even remember what I printed these other photos for. Oh well. So I've got my little 2x2 photographs here, and I'm just going to decide whether I want to do a similar format. And just pop them down. So I've only got space for 5. So I might do that because there's quite a lot of yellow on here, and I'm going to use that small one. Anything that I've got left over I'll scrap in my traveller's notebook anyway. And so I'm going to include those ones, I think. And I think I'm going to leave these full size, so I'm just going to slip these ones into the pockets. Just to, oh, there's a, so I'm just going to get some stickers actually, because, where are my Tim Holtz? My mate Tim Holtz. Have I got anything on here about presents? Oh, all good things come in small packages. Where's that? Good things come in small packages. Wasn't a particularly small package, but the boys had a present when they were at mine. Hi Mrs. Lawson, thanks for joining. I'm just going to add in a couple of little stickers, puffy stickers, ephemera, any sort of embellishments that aren't going to detract away from the photo. I've got a feeling actually this photo is going to need to be trimmed, because again these pockets are slightly smaller than a 2x2. We've just been discussing where everybody is at on their December dailies, so I'm just working on day 15 at the moment. Oh goodness me, I might as well just leave my trimmer up here, right? So pop that in there. Yes, I did find your message in my little black book. Thanks, Georgia. I call you Gio because otherwise I'm going to get confused between you and the other Georgia. Yes, thanks for my little comment. Can't even remember what it said now. I'm going to take a tiny, tiny amount off of these because they won't fit in otherwise. Alright, I'm going to put them in that order. Actually, come to think of it, I think my traveller's notebook is with my little black book. So, or either they're lost together, I think. Okay. Whoa. Exploded out the pocket then. And then we've got this little one here. Boys sitting in front of the Christmas tree opening their presents. We just got them like one of those like boxes of sweets, all the little penny sweets in. The only thing I'm finding is the ephemera that I've got left is there's a lot of snow and cocoa. So it is all very much winter themed. I'm just going to move this out of the way because I hate having this in the way. So, oh, little stocking. Right. These little photos pretty much take up the whole space. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to have any room to add on. I don't think there's any room on these ones anyway. I'm going to leave that there. Right. I am just going to add that one in. Oh, I cut that one a little bit too small, never mind. And then this one. And then this one can go in here. Oh, this one again. I'm just going to be lazy and use my scissors. Does anybody else shut one eye when they're cutting? Let them see. Oh, like Popeye. Oh, like that one. There is no such thing as too much candy. Let's see if I can fit all of this on. This one photo. This is them decorating the gingerbread house. Okay, so that is my day 15. So as I said, most of the hard work, dog hair trapped in there, most of the hard work's already done because I'd already done my little shaker pockets. And then all I'd done previously for this day was to stick these chipboard pieces on the back. And it works well anyway because I've got the white in here from the tiny word stickers. I almost want another white spot here, but let's see if there's anything else. Happy Easter, that would work. See, even though these are like the like occasions ones, there are other ones in here that can be used like at any time during the year. Spring of the year. Wishing you happiness, celebrate, make a wish, and see cake. Oh, those are Halloween, those definitely aren't going to work. Gratitude changes everything. See, that is a Thanksgiving one. And since I'm not American, I don't obviously celebrate Thanksgiving, so there's always a way to include different things. That's going back in the pocket. So that's going to give you my third hit of white, which will give me my little triangle. And so that is day 15 done. So that's going in to the album. I think with the journaling for this day is I've actually got 3 tags in that little glassine bag, so I will probably just add my journaling on to that one. I've got some other photos as well, so what I might do is any extras that I've got I'm going to print and just pop into the bag as well, and then I can add in an extra few if I wish. So the other half of day 15, as I said, I had this photograph of us playing Monopoly, and I also had a photograph of the gingerbread house that we built as well. Again, because I've got the card already pre-decorated, already pre-done, my number is already on the back of the little 2x2 squares, so I'm going to pop this in. Now if I can find something that's relevant, oh, let me get rid of my little post-it note, then I'm going to add on, so if I've got a piece of ephemera or a sticker. Oh, so much fun. Let me see how that looks if I layer that over the top. That could work. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I've got this acetate piece. I think this is from Snow and Cocoa. But what I'm thinking of doing, problem with acetate is you see the adhesive through it, which bugs me slightly. One eye shut and your tongue sticking out. Sorry, I haven't seen the comments. You want it to snow so you can use some of your winter stick. Oh, no, 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 no. Me and the snow don't get on. Hi from Colorado. What Jen Wren? Is your name Jennifer? It's just a bit of a guess. So all I've done is I've popped the tape up behind this word much. I'm going to stick it down and I'm going to put it in a position that it's going to be hidden, or you're not going to notice it as much because there's stuff going on in the background. Like that, so you can't even tell it's there. I've just layered it over James's arm and it just is disappeared. It's now the colour of James's arm. So this is another great way to use up clear stickers. If you've got any clear stickers, popping them over a photo, but acetate works really well for this as well. Got a little gingerbread house here. I don't think I've got anything that's really going to work on this that I'm going to want to include. And I'm hoping this video doesn't cut out because after last night I was so stressed having all these problems with YouTube. It's driving me mental. No, I haven't really got anything. Oh, I've got some more ephemera here. Haven't really got anything that's going to work on there. It needs to be something quite small. Unfortunately, I've got mainly big pieces left, or stuff that's more for those snowy days. Oh, you know, I said I found a little coffee cup that I wanted for one of the other days, and I said I couldn't find it, so I've got it now. Oh, I found another coffee cup. Oh, buses. Wait ages and then two come along at once. Right, what else have I got here? No, it's just all too big. I'll tell you what I have got. I have got these Studio Calico rub-ons that I bought from another buy and sell site. So I might add on some silver rub-ons. You can make your own Project Life cards. So in my December daily series, if you have a look on the DIY filler cards, there's some ideas there on how you can make your own. Just adapt the theme from Christmas to something else, and they're part embellished as well, so they're good to go. Oh, it's just cheaper to buy the page protectors. The fuse tool, it'll just drive you nuts using that. Hi from Virginia. Right, so I'm gonna use some rub-ons, if these are still working, because you know what rub-ons are like. Ah, pretty. I've got extra rub on where I don't want it, but I'm not going to worry about that. And then maybe another one up here. Oops. There we go. For some reason that bit's stuck there as well. Let me find something to go over that. The fuse tool's great if you want to do things like the little shaker pockets where you sort of fuse them in. But if you're wanting to use a fuse tool for Project Life, I completely would say that's the not to do it. Just buy the page protectors, because after trying to fuse your page protectors into whatever size you want, 3x4, then you'll soon become very, very bored of that. Trust me on that one. I'm just trying to have a look for, I know that I've got these stickers here that I'm trying desperately to use up, but nothing on there is really shouting at me. Holly Jolly, not festive sticker. Hot cocoa. Oh, perhaps I'd make a little 3 words in here. Festive. Hot cocoa. Family. Let's do that, and that's covering up those random bits of rub-on that's decided to jump off the page protector at the same time. Okay. Then that's day 15. As I said, I'm going to put my journaling on one of the tags that are in the glassine bag, so that's fine. And then the final day, day 16, and this is going to be, I'm going to cut that down slightly. This is going to be probably the easiest day to do. And we all know about Elf on the Shelf, right? Well, when my littlest nephew came to stay at the weekend, it seemed that Mr. Elf also jumped into his bag and came to our house with him. And when we woke up in the morning, we found that James's Star Wars toys, because that's what they are, had gagged and bound the elf and was on our dining room table. So the elf has obviously got up to mischief overnight, and that is what state he got himself into. So we're going to document about Mr. Elf, but what's happening is I've got this card down here. Yes, it has been cold, but not as cold as it probably could be. But I've got my this one here where it says it's chilly outside. It doesn't really go with the theme of the my Elf on a Shelf picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently peel off the 16, and this is going to be placed onto another card. And just with something that the theme works a bit better, what I might actually do is just pop the day 16 over the photo. So that's going to go in there. Let me just tramp down a little bit. Oh, bye, Jensen. My little nephew likes to watch, but this is his bedtime, so he's had to go. Georgie, become defeated already, have you? Okay, so I'm going to pop that in there. Oh, goodness me. These pockets drive me nuts. Oh. I'm trim it with my scissors. And then I'm going to pop the 16 straight onto the outside of the page protector. And then I'm going to swap out this card as well. So I'm going to move that, and that might end up at some other stage in my album along with the It's Chilly Outside card. So those are just going to sit in my stash for the minute, and then I need to find something else to add in instead. I quite like this because it's got the red in as well, and I think I've got another photograph to be able to add in as well. I need to go and have a look. I can't remember what happened on day 16, but I'm pretty sure there was another photograph floating around I wanted to print. I'm going to leave this space here for... Oh, is this an acetate? Oh, hot cocoa and fuzzy socks. I'm going to add that bit in actually, because that's basically the theme of the weekend. We drank hot chocolate and played Monopoly and chilled out in our pyjamas. So I'm going to add on that piece of ephemera now before I forget. And then that's still going to give me the other half of the 4x6 card to be able to add in another photo, or to be able to, I could just leave it blank as well if I don't want to add anything else in. So I'm going to pop that on there. Because it looks like it's been stapled on anyway. Actually, what if I actually put staples in it? There we go. Give it a bit more interest. Oh. There we go. So I've left myself this space here to be able to add something else in, and then I'll probably put my journaling on a little 3x4. So I'm going to sit down this evening, I think, and get my journaling up to date. And let's see if we've got a little word sticker that might work for this. No, I think I might, if I find one after I've done the journaling, then I might add it in. But I'm thinking all I'm going to do for the journaling is just pop a little, either a wood veneer up there or a little chipboard piece above the journaling, and we'll see how we get on with that. So day 16 is going to be pretty quick, again, because I don't want to, apart from taking the cards out, I don't really want to add anything else in at this stage. And that's where I'm up to. So day 17 is today. I've had a friend over with her little one, so I've got some photographs from today. So what I'm planning on doing is coming back on Sunday, and we will do the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Potentially not the 23rd, but come back on Sunday evening, same time, 7:30, and we'll play catch up. Well, I'm playing catch up to show you my process on Sunday. So yeah, so just give you a quick recap on where we got to. Actually, I'll give you a little recap on where I'm up to, and actually have a look to see how full this album is looking, because I haven't done that yet. Can I shut it? Oh, just look how thick that's looking already. And it's only halfway. So I need to pop those in there. So a nice big 6x8. The tree. The the mince pie gate. Puff versus short crust. The giving. Oh, the Christmas dinner. Oh, I need to do something with that. Random selfie day. Oh, boiler broke. Day 8, out for a meal. Day 9, James's cousins came. Day 10 with the little fold out. And the hot chocolate, amazing. Day 11, decorating the office at work. Day 12, another Christmas dinner. 13, oh, it's just all about food, isn't it? Pigs and blankets and hot chocolate. Day 14, James's work's due. 15, the boys were over and they were making gingerbread houses and all sorts. I need to get them to write on the tags. The gingerbread house, playing Monopoly. And then day 16 is where that naughty elf was attacked by Kylo Ren and Captain Phasma. So that is where I'm at. So I'm going to go and do the journaling now and get that added in for the next video. So I'll be back here on Sunday. You might have another video in the meantime from me anyway, but thank you all very much for joining me. I hope this has inspired you to keep going with your December daily, and I shall be looking for you to report into me on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. GMT to let me know how you are getting on. So enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or morning even, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye!